This is the new line of accessories for the Aputure Nova P600C.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hey everybody, Graham Mailer-Sheldon here from CineD.com. We're at Cine Gear 2022. I'm actually not in a barn. I'm in a cool Western set at the Aputure booth, and I'm joined by Brandon Lee from Aputure. How's it going, Brandon?
I'm doing super well. This is the biggest booth we've ever had, and we're trying to maximize our interactivity with all of our visitors.
Well, it looks super cool. There's actually like this jungle thing on the other side of the barn. Maybe we'll show you a shot of that right here, maybe not. But we're here today to talk about the Nova 600 accessories that are out. I mean, you came out with a whole line all at once, basically. Can you tell me what's available for the Nova in terms of accessories?
Yeah, 100%. So inside the set here, we actually are being lit up top by two P600Cs with space light attachments. So that's the space light attachment we just came out with for the Nova. It attaches via the junior pin, so it's actually compatible with both the P600C and the P300C. And like, we designed it for use in a lot of studios. And along that line, for studios, we also have a pole operated yoke. So that's allowing you to pan and tilt the fixture without having to get up on a ladder or a lift. And then beyond that, we have a dual head yoke, so that's great for studios or on location. But for studios, it's fantastic because you can throw it on a rolling stand and just kind of wheel it around your soundstage. This puts two P600Cs stacked right on top of each other, so you get basically a 2x2 fixture with 1200 watts of RGB soft light output. So that's a monster panel that will easily fill up pretty much like any 8x frame that you could possibly need in your studio.
Are you going to do a softbox for the dual, or I bet you could get one custom made from somewhere too?
You could probably get one custom made. We don't have a plan for that right now, but that's definitely something I think Dop Choice or LA Rag House would definitely be able to like whip up in a jiffy.
Nice. What else?
We also have a variety of light modifiers like the Nova P600C softbox that goes directly onto the fixture. So it turns the 2x1 panel into a 2x3 softbox, so basically 3xing the size and surface area you're going to get soft light wise. It's a wireframe softbox, so it attaches just using Velcro straps in the back, and it comes with a quarter grid like diffusion and of course a snap in place, really sturdy light control grid that goes on the front, so 45-degree light control grid, because we can include a control grid with every single one of our softboxes at this point. Beyond that, we also have another grid that goes directly onto the light. It's a 45-degree metal grid. And we're planning on doing other versions as well in the future, a 30-degree grid and a 60-degree grid. This one we got asked by a lot of users who were also using fabric grids, but they said they wanted something even slimmer in profile that could go right on top of the fixture and be a hard metal grid. So that's something we came up for the P600C. We also have the barn doors, just like the P300C barn doors. It's the standard 4-leaf barn doors, and a lot of people may ask, why do you need barn doors for a soft light? And it's not to achieve hard cuts, but it's to mainly help flag the light off of any subjects you want and just reduce any spill. That's why we also have this fabric light leaf cover around the edges of the barn doors on all the hinges. So usually a hinge point on soft lights is where you're going to see the barn door, the light leak coming through on the barn doors. So this fabric light leak cover prevents that from happening, and really allows you to like hone in on your light onto any frame that you're trying to fill out. And then on top of that, not a light modifier, but really just a cover for the light, we have the rain cover for the P600C. So in LA, we don't really have to worry about it too much. We don't really get a lot of rain here, but everywhere else like Florida and the Midwest where you are getting a lot of rain, the P600C rain cover just protects you from any inclement weather, and it's just a little attachment you can throw on top of the light.
Well, and thank you for doing that too. I mean, I'm a little more LA-centric than I should be, but I have filmed places where there's, weather, and so thank you very much for that accessory as well. You mentioned this, hopping back to barn doors for a second, is it just saves on having big 4x4 frames, siders, toppers, the whole thing, just having these kinds of modifiers on your light. One of the other things I like about your guys' approach to accessories in general is you just name drop two other companies that make accessories. So, I mean, how does that work for you guys? Do you feel like you compete with some of those other folks, or you're just kind of doing a different thing than they are? We're kind of doing a different thing, but also collaborating with them. Dop Choice makes a fantastic line of accessories. In fact, they have something called the rabbit ear system, which allows them to make their softboxes compatible with a variety of different soft lights. So especially like the P300C and the P600C, because they use the same accessory slot, you can adjust the rabbit ears adapter that they have for it. You just need a little bit of attachment for their rabbit ear system. And you can attach all of their rabbit ear softboxes on it. The 3-foot, the 5-foot, the 7-foot octas, the lanterns. Dop Choice makes fantastic stuff. So they make tools that we don't even have for our products as well. And we're leaving that up to the professionals over there. And the rabbit ear system is something that we use on the P600Cs in-house all the time. Yeah, and I love that you're not afraid of saying that either. One of the other things I like is you tend to ship your fixtures with already what I would consider to be a pretty complete kit, you know what I mean? And then beyond there, I guess it's just kind of a la carte per user. Do you need barn doors? Fine, here are barn doors, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly. Now we also have, alongside these, we're starting to finally be able to ship Nova P600C kits, so you can also get the P600C cases as well separately. That's not something that I mentioned just now, but that's also part of this accessory rollout. Finally, these large hardshell Pelican cases are ready for them.
Yeah, I've had my P600C, which I loved. I've been kind of like shuffling it around in a cardboard box currently, so it's good to hear that you have the rolling case out, because obviously that's a big deal for people with trucks or rental houses or just, protecting the light itself from damage. So it's cool that you have that. And that's a separately available SKU, right, plus the kits?
Yes. So the kits, they go for $35.90 compared to the P600C by itself, which is just $32.90. The kit comes with that rolling case, and you can get the rolling case separately.
Great. Well, Brandon, thank you so much. You're starting to have a really complete ecosystem. I mean, all the way from soft light to hard light, into hard color capable lights as well. So it's been very cool to see what you guys have been up to.
Yeah, now with the P600C, with the LS600C Pro, and with the whole Amaran lineup, I think Aputure and Amaran have everything colored in terms of the whole family of different form factors, but also having a full color option for every single type of form factor at this point.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you with a hard question right at the end here, Brandon. Does the future of your product lines look like, okay, they're all C, they're all color, then daylight bicolor goes away? In 5 years, what does the whole family look like? I'm not going to hold you to this. Okay, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a mixture. Like, the reason why we have those 1200Ds and that 600D is because of that punch that you get. That's how you're going to get the most power out of any system. White light LEDs, instead of mixing anything, is always going to get you the most amount of efficiency and output. So that may be a contender. But at the same time, a lot of people have been shifting over to the bicolors and the full colors. So I think in the future, some bicolors kind of going to go by the wayside and stick mainly with full color on the high end. But for some of our, especially a consumer or prosumer units, a bicolor, more affordable option is still definitely in the works.
Very cool. So a little indication of what may be coming over the next couple years. Brandon, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of Cine Gear 2022.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for us from the Western Barn at the Aputure booth. Stay tuned to more coverage from Cine Gear 2022. Hey, it's me again. Don't miss your chance to win one of 10 Fujifilm X H2S cameras, as well as $1,000 in cash. That's right, visit CineD.com to learn more.